This may all look a little bit different. There's a good reason for that. In fact, there's a lot of good reasons for that. We're gonna have fun with one today. Hey everyone, it's Josh at Kenworth of Richfield. This week is going to look probably entirely different. There's a number of reasons for that. Number one, I'm actually sitting here in my home office. I have to edit here. You may or may not be able to see that. There's probably some glare from one of the lights on the computer screen behind me, but nonetheless, this is where I edit. I usually turn the lights lower from when I'm editing so I can see that, but nonetheless, this is where I edit. This is where the sandwich gets made, so to say. So why am I doing this here? Well, we've got a number of new trucks that just hit the lot recently, but they're all sister trucks to ones that I've just recently reviewed. And rather than saying, hey, check out this brand new truck that we just got that is exactly the same as the one that I showed you 2 or 3 weeks ago, I'm not going to put you guys through that. In the same sense, the journey that we've had and that you guys have shared with me is been kind of cool. And I really wanted to take some time to go over some of the things that have happened, and let's talk about this YouTube channel and the kind of the community that we've built and some of the fun things that at least I've done with this and you guys have seemed to enjoy it also. Before that though, I gotta ask, if you aren't subscribed already, do me a favor, make sure you subscribe, hit the notifications bell. So let's dive into some of this.
All my walls are covered in words, and while you sleep, I mark my goals. Stand tall, think clear. Don't let them see a hint of fear. Lines and dots, zoom in, zoom out. Open your window, let them hear you shout. Right on the poles, right on the street. Always remember the future is near. And don't stop at the end. You can be anything you want. You can be everything you choose. Do not let it slip away. 'Cause if you never try it, you never know. You can be anything you want.
First off, the video thing hasn't always been a thing. And the way this all started was when I started here at Kenworth of Richfield. I started as the new truck sales coordinator. One of my jobs was to go outside and take pictures of new trucks as they came in. And I thought, hey, you know what? Let's do one better. When you look at our channel, there's some videos where, I mean, some of the first couple of videos that I actually did for us have like 100 views. And they were done 3-4 years ago. And you can see why they have 100 views. Not exactly what I would call high quality entertaining stuff here. But it gave us something else, and it gave people something else to look at. And in many cases, it wasn't something that drew people to us. It was something where we could say, hey, here's a truck that you found on one of the sites we advertise on or on our website. Here's some more information in a video form. So eventually the video started to pass some of the other stuff. And the way it started to do it was, I still remember one of the first, I would call it big shots that I did. We had this really cheap, really crappy point and shoot camera. And I said, what would happen if I just set it down on the ground and drove over top of it? Not crunched it, but drove over top of it with one of the icons that we had. Let's see what happens. And I did it. It was a short video, put some music to it, and people thought it was kind of cool. It was a fun video to make. So then I thought, okay, well then it just became an addiction. What cameras can I drive over? And then eventually, I mean, I'd had some GoPros from things that I'd done before. So let's just start driving over top of GoPros. And it didn't get ridiculous, but okay. You need to be more than a one-shot pony. So then I started adding voiceovers to some of the stuff.
Hello everyone, this is Josh at Kenworth of Richfield giving you a tour of this brand new 2017 Kenworth T880 6-axle dump truck.
We started to build our channel, and I started to do more and more with the video stuff. What took me 20 minutes to just do 4 or 5 shots out in the yard, or in the lot, now was turning into a 3 or 4 hour filming session. And then you go on top of that, when I'm sitting with the computer here, some cases I'm 5, 6, 7, 8 hours worth of editing. This started to get much more involved. So where it went from, hey, I'd knock something out in an hour, to now I'm knocking something out in a day, day and a half. Really enjoying it. We're starting to get views. And you guys, thankfully, have started to come along for the ride, and it's been great. So I thought, hey, we've got a few things going on. One of the ones that was really a tipping point for us was the W990. Now, I know there's a ton of mixed opinions out there about that truck. Love it, hate it, whatever. It was going from Michigan to Youngstown. That's traveling right across I-80, which is like 4 miles north of us. So I got on the horn with Kenworth Marketing, and I'm like, just begging them. I know, it's probably even going to be dark outside, but guys, please, 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 can you make the truck stop here? Some begging, some pleading. They saw our YouTube channel and said, sure, we'll have it stop there for a little bit. The 2 drivers that drove those trucks were great. They were super patient with me. I still owe those guys a debt of gratitude, as well as Kenworth and the vocational marketing crew for getting it so those trucks would stop by. Thank you guys, because that really was a tipping point for us. So here I am, it's 7:30, 8 o'clock at night at the dealership. We've got parking lot lights, which are terrible. I'm trying to film this. We get it done. I spend the whole next day editing. We get it launched, and it goes pretty well. I think we ended up with like 10,000 views on that within the first couple of weeks, and I thought, we've made it. This is awesome. So we're 600-700 subscribers at that point. I thought, okay, we're building some momentum, and it was fun. The next big video that I would say is our Cabover project, and that was another one that was tight on time. It was a little bit of a squeeze. It was still snowing outside, but let's get it done. If you haven't seen that video, do me a favor. I'll put it in the link below. Go check it out. It's a very cool truck. It is literally the history of Kenworth and our dealership. So I filmed the Cabover, and we got some cool shots with it. I had a ton of fun with it. That was the one that got us to that 1,000 subscriber mark. And I mean, that's really, for those of you others that are on YouTube, that's kind of that holy grail. Oh my God, we've got 1,000 people that occasionally want to see what we've got. To me, it felt really good to get to that point. Well, then the next thing that comes up is we get our W990s in, and I knew we were going to be one of the first dealerships to get them in to be able to really do a full review with them. So I did that, and they went fairly well. I had a ton of fun with the one red one because of the red, you guys know that story. I had a ton of fun with it, really enjoyed it. Once again, the channel's building. In some of the next few trucks that were reviewed, they had automated transmissions. And there were some people out there that were just mad, just absolutely fuming. How could anyone want to drive an automated transmission? And at that point, I thought, I think we need to do something about this. So here we go, and we had 2 almost identical trucks. They had the same tires, the same beds, they had the same engine, they had the same transmission. The only difference was that one was shifted by a computer and one was shifted by yours truly. That video went absolutely bananas. Launched it a day or 2 in and saw a couple of thousand views and thought, wow, this is great. Left, came back in Monday, and there is like 300 comments on it, and I don't know how many views. I think it was well over like 40,000 views, and my jaw just dropped. I'm like, this This was the video that did it. I had a ton of fun doing that video. Really enjoyed it, actually. It was interesting for me to see what the difference was in those two transmissions, because we had the ability to do that. And to me, it answers a lot of questions, because when guys now say, hey, look, the automated transmission doesn't do this, that, or the other, I can say, watch that video, because clearly it keeps right up. Now, I know there's always some room for arguments on things, but I think we took care of most of that there. But to me, the quality of the videos and raising that bar every time has been a ton of fun. When I look back to, like I said, some of those beginning videos, it is a completely different sport now. And largely, I want to thank you guys for driving me to do that. It's all about moving forward and taking steps forward, whether it's driving better, whether it's getting there sooner, or whether it's offering your customers a better service. And you guys have pushed me to do that, because even though you may not have bought a truck off of me, you have pushed me to give you better service. Hopefully I've been able to oblige. In all that, guys, I really want to thank you for coming along on this one. It was fun to talk about. I'm going to start putting all this together and getting to work on the computer right behind me there. As always, do me a favor, make sure you're subscribed, hit the notifications bell. Give me the thumbs up if you thought that this might have been fun, decent, good, whatever. Stay safe out there. Keep it rubber side down. I will catch you on the flip side. Thank you.
All my walls are covered in words, and while you sleep, I mark my goals. Stand tall, think clear. Don't let them see a hint of fear. Lines and dots, zoom in, zoom out.